This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everyone. I am Rajni Jain. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I like to welcome you all to this online meeting. Please take a moment to review the guidelines for this online meeting posted in the chat window. I now request the moderator, Mr. Joseph Brito, to introduce the speaker and start the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Rajni Jain. Good morning, everyone. I am Joseph Brito. I'll be moderating this meeting. Agricultureinformation.com likes to welcome Mr. Rajendra Kumar to this meeting. We are indeed honored to have Mr. Rajendra Kumar, who is a stalwart in protected and greenhouse cultivation. He is the manager, senior manager of South and East Asia, Cravo Equipment Limited, Canada. And he will be speaking on the topic strawberry, profitable crop for Indian market. I now request Mr. Rajendra Kumar to begin his speech.
Thanks, Joseph Brito and agricultureinformation.com. Namaste, good morning, Jai Hind. I hope that you might have enjoyed the Pongal, Makar Sankranti, and Lohri and Magi, so many names that for this festival yesterday. So it's basically a farmer festival. So today's topic is a very important one, that the strawberry, a profitable commercial crop for Indian market. So I will be speaking on this. As Brito has told, my name is Rajendra Kumar. I am working for Cravo Equipment Limited. It is a Canadian greenhouse company which has a unique product, retractable roof cooling house. I'm working for this Asian market. I'm based at Chandigarh and looking after South and East Asia. So let's begin on this very important topic. Just Joseph sir, the slide is not moving, I think.
Oh, slide is not moving, Mrs. Rajni Jain, Mrs. Dhanalakshmi. The slides are not moving. Hello. Mrs. Rajni, can you hear me?
I think now it's moving.
Okay, you continue speaking. We'll see to that. Yeah.
Okay. So strawberry is a native polar climate, but it is also grown in tropical climate. Also is it okay?
Yeah, please continue, Mr. Rajendra Kumar. Please continue.
Background noise is actually coming. I request
Participants, please switch off your mics. Participants, yeah, there is some disturbance. Thank you. Please proceed, Mr. Rajendra Kumar. Please proceed.
Thank you, George. So as I told that strawberry is a crop from the temperate region, but it is also grown in a tropical climate, mainly in the subtropical climate. Still, this cultivation is in infancy stage in India, but we have a good production in Mahabaleshwar. 80 or 85% is going on. There is still somebody has not muted his cell phone.
Hello.
Mr. Rajendra, now you can proceed.
Kindly, I request the participants Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mr. Rajni.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So Mahabaleshwar has almost 2,500 acre area under cultivation, most of which it is in open field. Strawberry is also grown in Delhi, in Haryana, Punjab, in Rajasthan also, and some parts of UP, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Bihar, West Bengal, that Kalimpong area, and then in the summer it is grown in the high altitude in the Simla, in Srinagar, or some Ooty in South India, and some other higher location. It is also picking up in Gujarat and other northeastern states. Rajani's slide is not moving, I think.
Mr. Rajendra, you can come to the first slide, then come back, then check it, then try it, I mean.
Okay, okay.
Or you can stop sharing the screen and once again start the screen sharing.
No, it is coming now. But, okay. I don't know what is happening.
Okay, you can stop the screen sharing. Then, yeah, now it is working.
No, it is okay now. So, okay.
Yeah, please, Mr. Rajendra, please continue.
I'm doing, sir. There is some technical issue here. So, the availability of fresh strawberry in India, if you see, are you getting my full screen or it's just still partial screen?
It's a full screen.
Okay, okay.
The full slide.
Then, okay, then. Oh, it's okay. So, as you can see this chart actually, so I have made this special chart actually. If you see that, because strawberry is basically grown in a large area in California in USA. So I'm comparing here that how we can grow in India too in a throughout year in the most months of year, because we have a limited availability here in India only in the month of December, January, February, March, most of which comes from Mahabaleshwar area and some from Delhi and surrounding area, as I have already told in the earlier slide. But if you come see here, California grow almost throughout year because California has all type of weather condition. We also have the all type of weather condition, but our availability is only during 3-4 months, and the rest of month is either very less quantity available or it's almost not available, or you have to import from other countries. So similar the situation with the other berries also, like blueberry and raspberry and blackberry. Blueberry has just actually started in India, so we have a one some crops in Mahabaleshwar area or in UP also that we are having one project there where the harvest taking place from March onward till May, June. I think in coming months, the blueberry and raspberry and blackberry will also pick up. So as I told you that we have a limited availability, there is a huge gap between April till November in India. So there is a good scope for expanding this crop production in both in hill and in plain area. So yeah, I have actually downloaded this map, especially though, so that you can see that here is Florida in the USA. this area, and here is sorry, this is Florida, and this is California, and here is Mexico, and you compare that. Here we in India, so you can see that we have this this line of Tropic of Cancer. Above that, we can grow during winter month in northern part, and also here in this Western Ghat area where you have a high hills, or you can say subtropical type mild climate where you can grow. Even in the Ooty area also, that there are farmers that they grow during the summer season also, because in Ooty also the elevation is at some places 2000 meter. So now that what we need to do in India to actually have a good production. So grower, as a grower, you need to choose the good varieties, high yielding varieties, which you can say that which can give you the early production with the lower input cost. Then as a retailer, actually, you are looking for a competitive price with the good quality and a consistent supply. And as a consumer, that you are looking for a good taste and chemical-free produce. So, so now you can see here that how we can go here. So there are varieties available that mostly that we have June bearer, which have a actually limited. Why they are called June bearer? Because they have a shorter harvesting period. So most of in the open field, you grow the June bearer variety. So they form a flower in September, October in the plain area, and harvested from December, January, February. And in the higher altitude, they have a flowering in April, May, and harvesting takes place from June, July. And normally the June bearer type of varieties, they produce their first crop during the second year of the planting. The other type is actually Ivory type of strawberries, which have a actually longer harvesting period. So most of these Ivory they set flower as a result of long day length, like summer months, means that they need 12 hours of sunlight for at least 8 or 10 days so that they can initiate the flowering. So 80% of the varieties in the world, they are grown. They are mostly the June bearer, and the rest of the others are the Ever bearer varieties. So there are some of the popular varieties like Sweet Sensation. These are actually Florida-based varieties. So I have already shown you in the map, because Florida has the similar climate just like we have in Indore or Jaipur or the central part of India. So Florida is some sort of a tropical climate. So I've intentionally shown that so that you can understand that we can grow these berries very well in northern area in the central part during winter. So Sweet Sensation has a very good flavor, and it has a early planting and early harvest. Then there is another variety called Winter Star, which is very good resistant to multiple diseases, because strawberry it has a lot of fungal issues. So you need a good resistant varieties against powdery mildew. So it is also early fruiting, a good sweet flavor, good production also. Fortuna is a new variety that is that has a high percentage of larger size. More than 90% of fruit is a bigger size, or A grade, you can say. So it has a good shelf life and transportability also. So it is also a early fruiting type variety. Then there is another variety that Winter Dawn. It's already that many people know in India. So it's a short day variety actually. So now that because all these varieties, they are actually Florida based varieties actually, because they are low chilling varieties. They are almost no chilling or low chilling, means they need a very few chilling hours. Chilling hours means that you need to have a minimum chilling hour, that temperature should be less than 7 degrees centigrade for maybe 50 or 100 hours. So now that we need to see that what are the optimal growing conditions for the strawberry. So photophore period is very important actually. So that short day are like mostly the June bearer type of variety. They are the mostly grown that I have already explained. They need a day length less than 12 hours for flowering to occur. And there are the long days variety which called everbearers also. They are mostly grown in the garden actually as a hobby. So day length more than 12 hours for flowering to occur. So then we have a day neutral varieties also that mainly the greenhouse people they grow this day neutral type variety, which has doesn't have any impact of the day length actually. So temperature actually we need ideally that 15 to 25 degree is the best temperature for almost all type of berries, but it's good for mainly for June bearer, because June bearer mostly is actually grown in the soil actually. So day neutral strawberries, they grow very well in the range of 20 to 28 degrees centigrade. So that's why that day neutral varieties, they are preferred in the greenhouse cultivation or in the tunnel cultivation. Short day plants, they initiate flower buds when number of hours are less than 14 per day. Our temperature is less than 50 degree temperature. Ideal temperature for flower bud initiation is 14 to 18 degrees centigrade. Very precisely that it should be around 18 degrees centigrade, so that then you will initiate the flowering. So it's a very important point that for us in India, if you are wanted to pre-pond your this harvesting, then in the month of you can say that June, July, August, you need actually lower night temperature, so that you can harvest your crop in the month of September, October, November, and you can get a good premium price during that period. So temperature above 28 degrees centigrade is actually inhibit the flowering, so that should be avoided. Soil temperature less than 25 degrees centigrade increase the reproductive development and reduce the vegetative growth. So temperature is another factor which is very important. Then we have actually humidity. We need a very good aeration actually. So in an open field you have a good aeration, but in a protected structure, just like a tunnel or polyhouse, you have a limited aeration actually. So this crop need a good aeration. Because if it's a closed structure and you have a high humidity, then a lot of fungal problems takes place, and that's the reason that you lose the crop or quality. Wind is also very important actually, because it's a very soft plant, soft fruit, so wind will dry your fruit very fast. So you need to actually protect against the wind also. So then the soil is an important factor, that if you are growing the soil, that you need a pH of 5.5 to 6.5, slightly acidic actually. And EC value should be the 0.5 or less than, you can say the 0.7, that it should be less than 1 actually. But accurately you can say that 0.5 is best. Water, because it's a shallow root crop actually, strawberry. So you need continuous moisture in the root zone actually. So if you you need to have a frequent irrigation in this crop. So because mostly I will be speaking on the growing environment and growing system, and then economics, that how you can harvest a good revenue. So I will be talking a little bit about the open field without protection, then protected cultivation, then the different growing system where it's a soil or soilless media. So open field, all of you know that very easy to grow, mostly in the winter period or in the higher elevation that during summer also. So normally you need a good temperature and other growing condition for the open field. But it is also without protection actually. So you can see that you can't protect your crop against the rain or hail or storm or something that will cause catastrophic damage to your crop. So tunnel is another that mostly followed in most of countries actually. The tunnel production is on a large scale actually. You will see in California, even in many European countries, you will see a lot of tunnels there. So it is a low cost to cover the larger area. You can protect your crop against the rain, hail, and cold. This tunnel actually this is suitable at the at the elevation, at the higher elevation, just like Simla, or you can say that the similar 2000 meter and above elevation area, where you need to actually heat up the environment instead of cool. Maybe for a you can also use the tunnel in the plains of northern India for the winter month only. Summer it will become very hot actually. So that's why the tunnels, they are not good for a hot climate or during the summer period actually. It will increase your temperature and also raise your humidity. So there are many disadvantages. So I will not speak on these things. So you can just go through that. Pollination is another that limiting factor in the polyhouses or in tunnels. So fan fad is another option that people may think in a tropical climate actually, but it has a lot of cost also, energy cost. You need to maintain the fan and pad system, and pollination is also a problem in a closed structure. So you can see that the operating cost of the fan and pad is very high, sometimes 500 to 1000 kilowatt hours of electricity per day per hectare is needed. So it becomes sometimes uneconomical to grow in a pan-fed structure. Pollination, as I told you, that is a very big challenge that in a controlled environment growing system, because in India that bumblebees are not allowed, so you have to depend upon the natural bees. So under closed structure, bee accounts for the 40% of the pollination. So you have to think that if you are growing in a protected environment, then you need to have a good ventilation, and also you need to arrange the honeybees for the good quality and production. So there are other challenges also that in strawberry production in India, that it's a highly perishable fruit. Transportation costs are also high, and there is a lack of actually technical support. Cost of structures, that high-tech structure is also very high. So you have a erratic and unseasonal rain during the nursery management and fruit production period. So sometimes you have a heavy rain or you have a hail, so that also destroy your crop. So there are many other problems that you are not getting the quality planting material. So that is also a reason. Then you have unavailability of the skilled and seasonal labor during a harvesting period. Actually, you need a lot of people to harvest this crop. So there are still many problems in India that need to be actually solved. But there is a good scope actually for this crop. So what we have actually understood in the last many years of growing this crop in India, whether it's in a open field or in a protected environment. So stationary polyhouse, shade house, net house, they have advantage, but they have many disadvantages also, just like the open field. So it is impossible to prevent all the problem, and it also causes a reduction in the revenues actually. So there are many causes of increase in the revenue cost, operating cost, sorry. So management of the business also become difficult when you expand your area or your production facility. So no one production system is optimal 12 months per year. So every month production system, it has advantage and disadvantage. No one is good for year-round production. You can say that. So, but there are some key points that I have listed here that for year-round production, you can see that you need to improve your actually growing environment and growing practices also, and you need to introduce the new varieties based on the climate requirement. Then you need to have an advanced growing system so that you can have a higher planting density and higher yield and quality. And also there's a need for plant nutrition and plant protection. Post-harvest and pre-cooling facilities, they are required. So increased export of IQ of individual quick freezing strawberry, actually IQ. It's also very good scope actually, because we have a very wide variety of climatic conditions here. So we can produce throughout the year and supply to the Middle East and Singapore and other markets. Branding and packing are also needed on the basis of variety and geographical indication also for a particular location, such as the Mahabaleshwar people, they are doing a branding of the Mahabaleshwar strawberry in it. So inputs there is also need for to frame farmer producer organization so that you might have a good volume, so that you can do the good transportation and marketing of your produce and reduce your cost of transportation and marketing. So there is a need of market study and intelligence also. So now that I will come to a solution that is required by this country. If you are looking for a high value crop production with a longer harvesting season, then you need to have a technology actually to adopt the technology, good technology. Retractable roof is actually good option. As I told you that we have a huge gap from April onward till November, when strawberry is either available in a very low quality or is a frozen that is available in our market, in our retail counters. So, but you can grow this crop under the retractable roof with some modification either in the location or some other technological interventions. So because whenever any farmer or grower or agripreneur, they start with actually open field production. Then they come to the tunnels. Then next higher level is the retractable roof, where you can actually harvest a good quality crop in a longer season with the lower use of chemicals. So, and in a retractable roof, that pollination is not a problem, because your roof is open and closed as per your weather conditions outside. So pollination is not a challenge in the retractable roof structure. So there are advantages that when you go for the retractable roof, so you can expand your production possibilities, like that you can shift or extend your harvest season. As I have told, you can prepone your harvesting from normal that we do in December, January, February to September, October, November. So you can reap the good harvest and price also. Produce more berries per plant. Definitely, because in the open field, strawberry yield is like that 500, 600 gram per plant. But in a protected cultivation under retractable roof, you can have a yield of more than 1 kilo and up to 1.5 kilo also. So, and moreover, that quality is also very useful, that if you grow in a retractable, you can have 90% the A grade quality, actually, the uniform size and quality. So then you can reduce your input requirement, just like that. You can do more mechanization and reduce the labor requirement during harvesting. You can reduce the fungicide and pesticide use, and reduce the risk also, that by protecting your crop against the climate change or the weather, unseasonal rain or weather conditions, even the storm also, that cause the huge damage to the crop. So so as I told, that we have you can adopt a production strategy, actually, so that you can harvest the crop earlier in the month of September, October, November. What you have to do, that you have to you have because you stopped this harvesting in the month of March, April. So by adopting the retractable roof, you can keep your plants cool under the cooling roof in the month of June, July, May, June, July, when it's a temperature very high. So it's very difficult to save your plants in the tropical climate. So that in the month of July, August, September, only intervention that you have to do, you have to manage the nighttime temperature, so that temperature should be less than around 18 or 17 or 18 degrees centigrade, so that flowering season may take place, and you may harvest the crop in the month of September, October, November. So and reduce your disease pressure also, because in a retractable roof, you see that you can open your roof, actually, as per your outside condition. But normally what happens during rainy season, you have a cloudy weather and low level of sunlight, so that hamper your production. So and causes the diseases also during this rainy season, a lot of fungal problem due to the high temperature and moisture. So that you can in the retractable roof, because we open the roof just when the rainfall stops or clouds they go away, so you can keep your plants dry. So then you can also reduce the insect pressure in a retractable roof, because this Drosophila and the thrips, they cause a lot of damage to the fruit crop. So why actually having the the protection on the wall, actually the insect net or something like that, so you can protect your crop here. So there is a good possibility to grow strawberry organically under the retractable roof, as it is actually it is just like your open field production actually. Only that when your conditions are adverse, then you close the roof. Otherwise, it is you most of the time you open your roof. So so most of our strawberry growers that in the world, so they are actually using the retractable roof production system for organic type of production. So labor you can also reduce here less. Like you can see that if you are a corporate farmer or grower, you are planning a large scale production, so you can use this type of machinery for spraying purpose, and you can reduce your dependence upon the labor. A lot of labor is also required during actually harvesting period. But because in a protected cultivation, you are using these stands, so it becomes from ergonomical point of view, it's become convenient for the worker to actually harvest the strawberry. So there are different models that which you can adopt for growing the strawberry. The flat roof model, that it's a low cost retractable roof structure because it doesn't have a gutter. It is a flat profile here. So it's ideal for dry climate and for large scale field cover. You can cover any field, any shape and size, up to 15, 20, 100 acre. So it protects against your heat, cold, wind, hail, and impact of rain. Why I'm saying the impact of rain? Because rain has its weight, and when it fall with the speed, it may cause some damage to your crop also. So here we having this type of roof, you can check the speed of the rain. So this actually this flat roof you can suitable for these area like Punjab, Haryana, or Rajasthan, or UP also, that where rainfall is not too heavy actually, and you can extend your winter production, or you can early prepone your winter production by a couple of weeks actually. And X-frame type of structure is suitable for actually best for a very humid type of climate, just like in the Western Ghat or Mahabaleshwar area, where rainfall is more than 800 mm per annum, or in the Himalayan region, in Himachal Pradesh, or you can say the northeastern states, where rainfall is continuous for many days. So then you can have this structure has a gutter actually. So it protects against all the weather conditions, whether it's rain or hail or snow or cold or wind. And then if you are planning something in a peri-urban area or in the urban area with complete hydroponics with the very high-tech type of growing system, then A-frame is the best model actually, because all these models that I have described earlier, the flat roof and the X-frame, they are for a large-scale production, large-scale field cover. Actually, they are called field cover. You can cover any field. But when you are coming for a limited area, just like in the urban area or in the peri-urban area, you are going for 1,000 square meter, 1 acre, or something like that, then A-frame is the best model. And it's a very rigid structure actually. Normally, this type of structure we install in a coastal area where just like Odisha, where you have a wind speed of 200 km per hour, or in a high altitude area where you have a very heavy snowfall. But in urban farming, it is suitable for smaller area. We can give the structure for smaller area. And you can see here on the this right hand side, you can install these very heavy equipment inside. That's like a growing system, because this is called new growing system, NGA, or you can call otherwise oscillating system, where you can increase the planting density 4 or 5 times than the normally the planting density in the stands. So there are different type of growing system that we have. In the open field, we have 2 types, that is called matted row system. Here you can see this is a matted row. You have just a single row here. So your planting density is 35,000 to 40,000 per hectare. But there is another system that is called hill planting system, where you can have a higher planting density. You actually made the beds like this here, so you can have either 2 crops or 3 crops in one bed. So the planting density you can almost double in this hill road type of system. So you can see this is a flat roof structure, and this production under the flat roof of the strawberry. So the other one is the soilless growing system that that is becoming very popular now. Almost most of countries. So it has mainly 2 type of growing system: the fixed gutter or oscillating. You can see these are the fixed gutter actually. So in these fixed gutters, you can have a 8 or 10 gutters per 9.6 meter house. So this side we call a house actually. 9.6 is a span of the house. So you can have either 8 or 10 gutters. So in a linear linear gutter, you can have 10 plants per linear meter actually. So in this fixed gutter system, you can have almost 80,000 to 90,000 plants per hectare. So here you can have some easy movement to actually to do the work, to spray or to harvest. You can travel here in this in between 2 gutters, and you can also employ some mechanical equipment. Just that I have shown you in the earlier slide also. Oscillating system, here you have, as I told you, that you can increase your planting density. You can oscillating means that these gutters, they go up and down, so that each and every plant, they get a proper space and sunlight. So here you can have a, as I told, that 14 rows per 9.6 meter of that house, and 8 plants per linear meter. So you can almost you can say that you can triple or 4 times your planting density, or you can increase your yield 3-4 times. But it is a costly also, because this system is very costly. Fixed gutter, as I have already told you, here you can see this is a fixed gutter system in a this X-frame structure here. So this is the most widely used system in the world, fixed gutter system. And this is the oscillating system that I have already told you. 2 lakhs plants per hectare you can have in this oscillating system. So there is a video actually. It's a small video. You can see that this system, how they work in the retractable roof structure.
September 28th, and we're in Nova Scotia looking at a strawberry project. Here we have 14 gutter lines per 9.6 meter house with 10 plants per linear meter, which is too much. This is 10 gutters per 9.6 meters with 10 plants. And at the end here is 14 gutters per house with 8 plants per linear meter. And this is the preferred spacing.
You can also see the clear sky actually, because roof is detected when you have the good conditions outside.
There's 10 lines per house. And here there's 9 lines per house. They have not had any significant issues with detritus this season.
You can see the plants are very clean, very no issue of any fungal or insect. You can see.
So looking at the overall results, their opinion is for the moving gutter system, 14 gutters per house is the max, and 8 plants per linear meter gives you a reasonable density here. And if you're trying to maximize the production with fixed gutters, the 10 gutters per house with 8 plants per linear meter gives you a reasonable space to walk.
So this is an evergreen variety. You can see that it gives the
nice
fruiting for a longer
so the only
harvest season.
compromise really is in the spraying. So it does take a little more to move down here and spray, but the higher yield from the higher density justifies it.
You see that harvesting become very easy when you have the gutters. So now you can compare the actually crop between the Cravo retractable roof. Here on this left side is a Cravo structure. It's A-frame structure. You can see here, and this is the fixed gutter, and you can see the crop. And this is a same production, the same variety actually is under the tunnel actually. So you can see that here the fruit is almost ripening and the ripening stage, harvesting stage. Here it is coming up actually. So this is actually trial we have done with the variety called Morano in the UK. This trial we done actually 2014. So you can see in the April 24 is retractable here. You can see the fruits, flower fruiting. Here it is just coming up in the tunnel. In the June, you can see here more flower fruit as compared to under the tunnel. So there are many different type of growing system. They are coming up actually. Many countries are adopting. So this type of tower system grower in Mahabaleshwar is doing. So he is having a very good planting density. And you can also grow in the pots actually. Here you can see in the pots. This system photograph I have taken from Vietnam, from Dalat region. Dalat is just like Mahabaleshwar area. This photograph from Australia. So they are doing the same fixed gutter system in the open field in the southern Australian region, because there is a good cooler climate condition there. So this is actually a new type of growing system. Here this fixed stand, you can see the two gutters on both sides. This project we did in Australia last year, and they are now exporting the crop from there to Middle East and Singapore. why we can't export from India to Middle East and Singapore when Australian guy can export from there.
So, Mr. Rajendra Kumar, can you please
Yeah.
quickly summarize, because we need to go into the question
Okay.
rounds. Yeah.
Okay. But it's just ending that, just closing.
Okay. Please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you can see the mother plants production here. So if you are planning in a growing area, so you can produce the mother plants. You can supply these mother plants to the open field farmer in the region also. So this is free planting material. You can produce like that. So this is the yield and the market actually not be that. I have told that in the open field we have a 600 to 800 gram per plants. We are under the protected structure like this, that you can get a minimum 1 kilo and maximum 1.5 to 2 kilo per plant. So as I have told earlier that we do not have a local production from July till mid-December. So this period we use either frozen or we have a limited production. So mid-January till mid-April, the price varies between 80 to 250 rupee per kilo. So price will increase from April onward. Once this Mahabaleshwar area stops production, then the price starts going up. There is a limited production in the hilly area of Shimla, Srinagar, or this Darjeeling area. So off-season price from July till December is between 500 to 800 rupee per kilo. Since all this production is, most of this production is actually either imported, it's a frozen one. So organic strawberry is now sold, the people selling at the rate of between 500 to 1000 rupee kilo. So last week I was checking with in one of my group that one of a retailer in Gurgaon, he was selling the strawberry organically grown at the rate of 3000 rupee to 5000 rupee per kilo. So it's a very high cost people are getting. So what is the conclusion that if you are targeting your crop production from September till December or January, so that is before the normal growing season in India, so you have to go for either higher location, just like Shimla or other region, or you have to adopt this type of a technology so that you can harvest the crop. And you can also, during summer, you can grow in the Leh Ladakh area or Lahore Spiti area of Himachal Pradesh. So similar climatic condition in other parts of the country where you have a altitude of 2000 plus, or you can have a nighttime temperature less than 18 or 17 degrees centigrade. So then the fixed gutter system that I have already told. So that I have devised a strategy that if you are planning a business, this strawberry business, then a 3-tier strategy you can to generate 2 crore per hectare revenue of 2 crore per hectare. So you need a 80,000 plus plants per hectare, 0.5 kilo that yield from September to December. I'm talking about the off-season production. The rest of normal season you can, and rupees price 500 per kilo. So you need to go for a location, cooler location at the elevation not less than 1000 meter. We have nighttime temperature is between 15 and 25 degree during flowering stage. Technology, retractable roof, flat roof or X-plane with cooling type roof with the climate control and bird net, because bird net is required because otherwise where is a soft fruit, it is eaten by the birds. So plants are raised in the gutters. Planting density of 80,000 plus per hectare. Target yield 500 gram till December that I have already told you. Genetics, the variety like Fortuna, Sensational Brilliance are the new fruit-based variety which are now available in India. And so this is actually that you can see that if you are planning flat roof structure, so 0.5 hectare, then you have a fixed quarter cost of 500 rupees per square meter. This is a running meter actually. Structure cost will be something like for 3,000 rupee. Installation cost of the structure will be 350 rupee. Irrigation and fertigation will be 150 rupee per square meter. Grow bags cost will be 150 per meter. Total cost will be something 4,000 plus in a flat roof if you are going for a half hectare area. And you will have a these actually planting cost this much, and this much amount will you have to spend there. But if you go for a 1 hectare, then per square meter cost will goes down from 4,000 to 3,500 rupee, and further for 5 hectare the cost will go to less than 3,000 rupee per square meter. Similar with the X-frame also. If you are planning for half hectare, then you have to spend something like 6,000 rupee per square meter. But if you go for a 5 hectare, then cost will go down to 4,000 per square meter. So this is now I'm concluding here. Almost I have done. So let me check. So thank you very much. So
Thank you.
I welcome you ask question as many questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ravindra Kumar. Now we will be posting the speaker's contact details in the chat window. So if you do not have time to take up all your questions, you can contact Mr. Ravindra Kumar separately.
Okay.
Go to the participants' question. I'll read out two questions in the chat window.
Okay.
Mr. Joshua would like to know, Joshua Herbivore would like to know which are the varieties which can be grown throughout the year in our local conditions, and where is it available? Good variety of plant to grow around the year.
Mostly that you know that these everbearer type of varieties we can grow actually for a longer period, but none of varieties they are available for year-round production. There is a limitation in this crop actually. So either you have a climate limitation or you have a variety limitation. So you can't have a year-round production, but you can extend your. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And also, there's one more question, Mr. Ramamurthy from Andhra, AP. You would like to know a good retractable structure fabricator for coastal Andhra.
Actually, coastal Andhra region is actually cyclone prone area, so you need a very robust type of structure. So as I have shown in my presentation also, you need a A-frame type structure which can withstand the wind speed of 200 km per hour. So you need a very robust structure there. Normal poly house will not survive there.
So you yourself you construct, we know, but you can suggest somebody good in that region.
We can supply the structure. We can supply. We are already doing the projects in actually Telangana area, although that's not a cyclone prone area, but already we have installed the A-frame structure at Arjun Patla in with the Simply Press in Telangana area. That is a robust structure. You can install in a very high cyclone zone area.
So there is one question from Mr. Srini Kashyap.
Yes, sir.
If we adopt polyhouse, can we grow strawberry in Bangalore throughout the year?
Not throughout year. Actually, polyhouse is actually heat up the environment actually. So you can do, although Bangalore has a mild climate, polyhouse will increase your temperature and humidity. Maybe for a winter season you can grow there, but not for summer or the extended winter season. It's not possible. Or you have to install some fan and pad system that I have already told you that, but then you can grow for the extended season, and then but that cost of operation goes very high. Fan pad system.
Yeah, true. I hope your question is answered, Mr. Srini Kashyap. Now, Mr. Joshua would like to know, is it impossible to grow strawberry round the year?
No, sir. That's still actually an issue either with the climate or with the varieties. Actually, you
The
can't.
varieties. Yeah,
Uh,
you can't grow throughout the year.
yeah.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then even with the Cravo polyhouse and temperature control conditions, can we grow?
Not even with the Cravo actually. I can say that we can extend our season for 7-8 months, but not for
Okay.
the 12 months. Yeah, because
Oh,
issue with the to how to decrease the night temperature. Because
okay.
the,
True.
either for decreasing the night temperature, you need to install the AC, air conditioner. Otherwise, fan pad that fan pad will also work there. Retractable will also not able to reduce the nighttime temperature. Only thing that you need to actually cool the temperature either in the root zone or you have to install the some cooling
Okay.
system, what you call for AC, air conditioner. Then it becomes very costly. For smaller area you can do, but
Yeah.
not for large area.
Now there is one more question from Mr.
Storage life
Ajit
is not,
Chowgle. You-
storage life is not a actually. I do not have actually exact knowledge about that. How long we can store it, but
Okay.
if we do the pre-cooling, then
Okay.
definitely we can store for a longer period. But how many days? Still, I have no idea. I have to
Yeah,
find out.
maximum 3-4 days.
Yeah.
Because in Mahabaleshwara they're doing it, but within 2 days they market it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same day they market actually.
Yeah.
So now Mr. Chowgle would like to know, Mr. Ajit Chowgle would like to know which variety is good for Maharashtra with the temperature range of 20 to 35 degrees centigrade.
I think I will connect you to Mr. Bharat Bhojane. Actually, he is the guy that who has a good knowledge about the agronomic aspect and vital aspect of the strawberry.
Okay.
So you need to connect to him. I'm not a basically agronomic guy.
Yeah. Okay. I hope Mr. Chowgle, you can do that. You can connect with Mr. Rajendra Kumar after the meet.
Yeah,
And
I
he
can
also
say
would like to know, yeah,
Bharat.
he would like to know which is the structure which is ideal.
As I told you that for this north area for Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, flat
It's in
roof you can
Maharashtra.
do. Maharashtra,
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra, if you are planning in a Mahabaleshwar type area, in that Western Ghat region where rainfall is heavy, actually, you need to go for
Yes.
extreme.
Extreme. Okay.
Yeah, but in the other region like this Aurangabad region where rainfall is less, actually, you can go
Yes.
for the flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, sir,
So,
hello,
yeah,
Yes, sir.
please,
Umar sir,
please ask.
actually 110 kilometers away from Mahabaleshwar, but Mahabaleshwar is on the hill station. That's why the temperature is a little less as compared to Kolhapur, my place. And
Okay,
here we are
Kolhapur,
getting
you
the
can go for
temperature
the flat
that is,
roof. Kolhapur,
yeah,
you can go for the flat roof. Flat roof is a cheaper model, actually.
I
It's a
see.
competitively
And,
less price. You can go.
and secondly, how long we can keep store this, cherries in a cold storage in a good condition? Because when they are not available in the this off season, that's why.
So that's a very typical question for me to answer. Actually, I will let you know. I have to ask the expert in this regard. So you can write down my number. So I will give you the number of Bharat Bhojane, who is the person who can, or Mr. Villare, Nitin Villare, who is the right guy to answer these
Bilara is
questions.
the expert there. Bilara is the
Yeah.
expert.
Okay, sir.
Actually,
Okay, sir.
Bilara and the company, they pack the same day and dispatch it. I
Okay.
visited their unit,
Okay.
and maximum they keep for 2 or 3 days. That's it. Yeah,
You're
they don't
talking,
take it.
Joseph, about Nitin.
Yeah,
Nitin
yeah, yeah.
Villare.
At
Yeah.
Mahabaleshwar. Yeah.
So he is the president of actually the Strawberry
Yes.
Association of India. So he is the
Correct.
guy that
Correct.
strawberry very
Yes.
well.
Yeah, because when they are available in the market in the on season, because the prices are not very high, but whereas as you mentioned that the prices in the off season go to vary like just like a skyrocket. So we can take
Yeah.
advantage when the crop is there, and instead of rather than going for an off season and putting our striking our head for getting for production, we can take advantage of the cold storage and we can make it. That's why.
I agree. That's why that I have mentioned that we have some ICF, what you call that technical term, I forget that, because you can cool those are special varieties which you can pre-cool and store in the cold storage, and you can sell in the off season actually.
So what is that variety, sir?
I have to ask Bharat in this regard, so I have no knowledge about that. But he was
Okay, sir.
mentioning
Okay,
me
sir.
because if you are aware about that Egypt is the country which actually produce in the normal season, but they have this cold chain facility. So they are the largest exporter in the world to the European market actually for the strawberry. They produce in the normal season now in the winter, and they put up in the storage, and then they sell in the European market. So you are right
Sir,
that you can do
so
that.
surprising as a strange thing that Egypt is exporting the world means being in a hot
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
So thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Shobha would like to know, can strawberry be grown as an intercrop?
Intercrop, yeah, of course it is grown at
Yeah.
many, but it actually still you will not get that good yield actually if you are growing in
Yes.
an intercrop, because strawberry basically is a sun-loving crop actually. It need a good sun also. But when you grow
So,
in the
which is
intercrop,
the
then you
which
will
is the crop?
give the.
Could you mention some crops, vegetable crops probably?
Normally, that the short height crop you can grow with the
Short.
strawberry, like
Okay.
cabbage,
Okay.
cauliflower. In between, you can grow strawberry also.
Okay. Okay.
Not the tall
Okay.
crops like
Okay.
tomato, capsicum.
Now, Mr. Joshua is asking, could you tell us the name? You said some name you will tell.
Yeah,
Mr. Joshua, you can contact later.
sure. I can
Yeah.
share the contact number of the people
Yeah. You
who are
should.
those are connected with the strawberry.
Okay. Now, participants, other participants, any questions? Please go ahead. Mr. Doreswamy or Mr. Anantram.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Please. Yeah.
Sir, nice presentation, and it's a rare commodity for us because I am from Karnataka, Bangalore. My farm is at Tumkur, near Tumkur. And the temperature is between 15 to 25 in October to February.
Yeah. Nice temperature.
Normally, my product is coconut, banana, papaya, like that. So,
Yeah.
can I have a try for strawberry?
Yeah, definitely. Karnataka has a good climate, and Bangalore and surrounding region is even Mysore area also the very good conditions there, because it's just a plateau and you are at a higher elevation where you have a cooler night temperature. You can grow very well during this period.
The season.
Hello.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yes.
1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Which is the season I should put
I think that
cultivate?
this December, January, February season is best for you. You can transplant in the month of May, June, and if you do not have a very high heat there or otherwise you transplant in the month of August or September. That is the best for you. August, September.
And what is the time taken for harvesting?
Harvesting will start after 2 months in the month of December.
In the month of December. And what is the spacing between the plants and the row?
As I have told you, two type of system that normally in the soil you can do. Either it's a mat system or a hill system. So I will send you the detail. You kindly mail to me. I can send you the spacing, because there are different spacing for
Yeah,
for the
you
growing
can send the
system.
details later. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
I
Thank
can.
you.
Shobha would like to
Yeah,
ask a question.
yeah,
Please,
Yeah, yeah.
please, madam.
my farm is about 926 feet above sea level. That is near Mulbagal, about 300 kilometers from Chennai.
Okay.
Would that be suitable for strawberry? It's about 926, I think, above sea level.
But is the night temperature there? Because night temperature is
Ah.
very important for strawberry,
Night,
lettuce, all these
night
crops.
temperatures would be around between 17 to 20 in the winters. That is like from October onwards, it would range anywhere between 17 to 20.
Definitely you can grow there.
That should be fine. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Only that you have to actually daytime temperature should not go above 30 degree. So
Okay. In summer, it goes above 30, but I think by August, September, it should settle down to 28,
then
29. I think
then it's okay.
that
Actually,
should be.
you can go very well.
Okay, okay. Because I was looking at open field strawberry, trial of open field.
Try in the month of August, September.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome.
Now, next, Mr. Alok Totekar. Do you have any questions, please? Alok, Mr. Alok.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Sir, is strawberry of one district, one product for any district in India? Government of India running that scheme, one district, one product. So is strawberry ODP product in any district?
Mahabaleshwar, that area, that is strawberry is the main crop there, and it is a.
So you mean Satara district where Mahabaleshwar is strawberry ODP product?
Satara is there. Yes, Mahabaleshwar in Satara district. Yes, definitely it will be strawberry there.
Okay. Any other district?
I have to check. I have no idea about that.
Okay.
I know
storage,
my state Himachal, but not other states.
Okay, not for, and how are the advancements of storage now which are happening?
Sir, then you need to ask some expert in this cold storage.
Okay,
I will connect to the people actually, so they have a good knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Even you can ask the National Horticulture people actually. If you are in Maharashtra, you can go to Pune office there. So you are, or otherwise you check their website actually, National Horticulture Board, and you will find the contact number of their officer located at Pune.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. I think we have asked a number of questions. One more last question. Anybody would like to ask, please?
Yes, sir. I would like to ask.
Please, please.
Sir, as you told, in hilly area we can do.
Please raise your mic, Mr. Karthik. Mr.
Yes, sir. Am I audible now?
Mr. Bafta, no, you're not audible. Otherwise, you can contact later on the email because we can't hear you.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, any more questions? There's one more. Mr. Shobha would like to know, can we grow along with mango and guava?
Maybe in between, because you can grow that with the mango. You have enough space below that. You can, I think you can try.
Okay.
Shall I ask one question?
Yeah, please.
Sir?
Yeah, please. Okay.
Please, Kumar sir, I have last question. I'm not going to take much of time. Right now, our sugarcane plantation season is going on. Can we have just Madam asked you? Can we go for an alternate crop right now in this summer, middle of January?
Tall crop, so that will create a shade for the strawberry. Strawberry actually also needs good sun actually, at least 8 or 10 hours of sun, direct sun required by strawberry. So
No, sir.
I don't think it will be better for a sugarcane because you have a higher planting density in sugarcane.
No, sir. Just now planting measure after when it grows, it will take 3.5 months minimum to grow for 1 feet, 1 to 2 feet. So by that time, if we can take the production of the strawberry, is it possible? Because it's a how long it will take for the production of the strawberry? 4 months, 3 months?
No, it's harvesting. You can start actually in the third month, in the second month also. Yeah. You can do a small trial. You will learn yourself.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay, Mr. Karthik, Bafna would like to know,
Yes,
can
sir.
we do off-season production in Himachal Pradesh?
Definitely.
Okay. It can be done, Mr. Bafna. I think now we may close if there are no further questions. I would like to thank Mr. Rajendra Kumar for an excellent presentation, and on behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I would like to thank him for taking the time to speak to us. It was a very informative session and interesting talk. And I now request Mrs. Rajni Jain to close this meet. Before that, I wish all our participants a happy Pongal, Lori, and Sankranti, and have a bumper harvest season. Thank you, Mrs.
Beauty of
Rajni.
India.
Yeah.
Namaskar.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph Brito. I like to thank the speaker, Mr. Rajendra Kumar, for taking the time to talk with us. I also like to thank all the participants for their time. The meeting will now be closed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.